Hey there everybody, welcome back. This is Steven with Try It Outdoors. Now today we are doing a little something different. I have traditionally always used either a spinning rod or a bait caster. And just recently, in fact last weekend, I tried fly fishing for the first time. And I ended up doing decent. So this week is really my first time really going out on a fly fishing trip. Now I fished from shore like right over there, and I had a decent amount of success, but it was just fun to, try something new. And honestly, I think I'm gonna have a ton of fun today, trying a new approach to fishing. So a cold front just moved in. It's been a super warm week. It was finally starting to feel like summer, and now I'm back in my coat. So that may affect the fishing a little bit, and we're just gonna see, how it works out. Now we may go out, straight out to the drop-off if the weather can hold, but we also might go back into a protected cove back there and try it there. So today our main approach is definitely going to be little poppers. Trying to get them on the surface is going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to go for panfish, the perch, the bluegill, the bass, whatever's really biting, it doesn't matter. So for me to do something like fly fishing, it's definitely out of my element, and that's what makes it so fun in my opinion. It's keeping, fishing interesting, and it's definitely, challenging. It's like learning to fish all over again. It's a new tactic and a new way to really, go for these fish. I remember the first few times I was starting to use bait casters and how frustrating it was to get those tangles every time, but you just gotta kind of fight through that and just, enjoy the process, because you don't get to relearn everything, and it's a fun process that you just gotta enjoy it. So here's the two different type of poppers we're using. We got a bigger kind of frog looking like popper here for a bigger approach, and then I'm gonna use this smaller popper here. It's got a little paint chipped off it, that's why it's a little white there. But again, two different approaches, just trying it and seeing what is really gonna work today. Number one on the fly rod. Good little rock bass. Dad got him.
On the frog hopper.
So explain to me how these guys are hitting the poppers.
Well, they're taking a swipe at it, and then they stay underwater. You pop it a couple more times, and then they sit there and look at it. But when you stop popping it, let it rest for a little bit, that's when they hit it.
Dad is just killing them on these poppers here. Another decent rocky. So being that the conditions aren't as good as they could be for fly fishing in particular, we're gonna switch it up to more, crankbait action. Still working the surface. The wind in this type of line really, pulls it back, and it's definitely a lot harder to cast for fly fishing in the wind. So we're gonna switch to the crankbaits and then work frogs or whatever surface we're feeling. So me and my dad just shot up here after work. We decided, we'd give it a try, even though it's kind of late out right now. Hey, we're still getting out here and we're still catching fish. Going on the popper, like I said, we switched to the Senko, or the, oh yeah. Nice little bass on the popper. Boy, these fish are warm. The water's warmer than the air right now. Yep, there's the popper we used. Good bass. Bass number 2. It is.
Is it really?
I think. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, it is. No, that's a big largemouth, dude.
Let me see.
There you go.
That's a beauty.
That's a better one right there. That's what we're after, you guys. Couldn't quite do it on the fly fishing rod, so we had to crank out the old bait caster. All right, great looking bass here. This is a big mouth bass there. Nice looking fish. It's always an awesome time catching these guys. Let's see him go. Water is so warm right now. Later, bud. Thanks for the fight. Go ahead.
Got one on.
It's a better bass, he says.
Good fight.
Good bass.
Staying down. He jumped several times. Now he's coming. Okay, he's gonna surface here probably. No.
Yeah. Saw the shadow. Good bass, dude. Nice.
Look what I got.
Atta boy. That's a great looking bass right there. These bass are really being aggressive here. So we got him on another surface lure. That's all we're using tonight. There's the gold surface lure and the great looking bass. Nice work, Dad. Yeah, that's a good bass. Later, dude. And so that concludes this week's episode of Try It Outdoors. And I realized we didn't get to go fly fishing, that much. But that was because the wind conditions just weren't that good for it. So we had to make the adjustment, and you guys have to make the adjustment in your certain conditions, and you just gotta know what you gotta use in certain conditions. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Peace out.